What's up everyone, it's Brittany here, and I'm here with my very first pregnancy update video. I wanted to record basically my whole journey, but this has been a rough journey. I've been sick. If I'm not sick, it's just I'm tired. So I wanted to basically skim through what's been happening and how I told my husband and how I found out I was pregnant. So I'm out of breath half the time, so if you catch me running out of breath, that's one of my symptoms that I have. I have very oily skin right now. My skin is very oily. So right now I'm 15 weeks and 6 days. So tomorrow I'll be 16 weeks. And so far I'll say week 4 through 8. Basically it started off with the nausea, and I've had headaches and what else, cramps. I had a few cramps, and I started spotting around week 8, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I started panicking. I went to the emergency room, and it was like, oh, that's normal, but you know, it's good to always check or whatever. I was just so nervous when I started spotting. I just knew it was over, but like I still panic sometimes. Like now I have a doctor's appointment today in an hour, and like I'm always nervous they're not gonna find a heartbeat or something. I'm just already so protective of my unborn child. But yeah, so basically I'm 15 weeks and 6 days pregnant, and it was crazy how I found out. I found out around Valentine's weekend, and my sister was here and was about to go, well, I was about to go shoot a wedding, and it was my cousin's wedding, and she was here, and I woke up and I was throwing up, and I'm like, what in the world? So she was like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, nothing. So I was like, I just don't feel good, so I'm going to go get some medicine from the dollar store. She was like, oh, well, I got some medicine. But in the back of my head, I was like, that could be a factor that I could be pregnant, so I didn't want to take any medicine. So I was like, no, I don't want that. It was Advil or something. I was like, I'm gonna go get a Tylenol. So she was like, well, I'm gonna ride too. But I didn't want her to know what I was going for. So anywho, long story short, I went to the dollar store. I ended up picking up 2 pregnancy tests. I came back and I took the test. I took the first test. And I took the test and I put it on the counter. And when I put the test on the counter, I was reading the box or whatever, and it says, it said depending on how far along you are, you can wait, you can count up to like 15 seconds or something. I was like, well, I'm just gonna count 30 seconds. So I count to 30 seconds, and I looked over, and like I saw a faint line, but it didn't hit me. So I looked over, and then I looked back at the box, and I looked at it again, and I was like, oh my gosh, I got a faint line. So I called my sister downstairs, and I was like, look at this. She was like, that's negative. I was like, it's 2 lines. I was like, that's positive. She was like, that's negative. So I took the other test, and the line popped up just like that. I was like, oh my goodness, like I was so nervous. I was panicking, and my husband was upstairs. I didn't want him to know anything. I didn't want him to know I was taking a test or whatever. So I didn't tell him anything. It was just between me and my sister, and that was like the most amazing thing, finding out. So I went to Walgreens, and I ended up spending $50 on pregnancy tests because I got the clear blue, the ones that said, I had the clear blue, the one, oh, it still says pregnant. I don't know if you can see it. Focus. Yep. I bought the clear blue, the one that says pregnant or not pregnant, and then I bought the one that says yes or no, and then I bought the other one that had lines. So I ended up spending like $50 on pregnancy tests because I just wanted to be sure. So when I took the test, and I had 2 of these and I had 2 of the other ones, I put them in little Ziploc bags, and I just hid them in my closet. And I was like, okay, let's go to this wedding. Like the wedding was like an hour and 30 minutes away, and the whole time, the whole trip, I was just there thinking to myself, like, I'm going to be a mom. I'm going to be a mom, and he don't know yet that he's going to be a dad. So it was crazy. So anywho, that was Valentine weekend, but we didn't celebrate Valentine because we were so busy. So that Monday I ended up getting him a box of chocolate, and I took all the chocolate out, and I put a onesie in there that says I can't wait to meet you, Dad, or something like that. And then I put these 2 pregnancy tests in there, and like he was like so happy. He was like so happy because that's all he ever talked about, is he wanted a child. And me, I just wanted to get my weight down, but I'm like, look, I love to eat. This is not gonna happen right now. So like, I don't know, it was just God's plan. It was God's timing. That's all I can say. because I really wasn't expecting that, especially with my sister, the weekend being down, like the way it happened. And it happened like I was cramping that whole weekend, like my time of the month was gonna come on. So I just knew Aunt Flo was gonna show up, but I got a positive pregnancy test. So that's how I found out I was pregnant. So far as my symptoms now, I still run out of breath a little bit. Again, my face is oily. I'm having a hard time sleeping. I'll sleep on my right side or my left side because they say you can't sleep on your back. So I'll sleep on my left side or my right side, but I'm used to sleeping on my stomach. So it's been hard trying to go to sleep, so I don't get any sleep. And I've been having headaches. Now I got an ear infection. So hopefully my doctor can give me something for that. And I don't know if you can see because I'm using natural light. I'm right by the window, so I don't know if you can see, but I got my little library up right here. My little, let me show you if you can see that. Yeah, I did a little library or whatnot already. And this is the room that I'm filming in, is the nursery room. So I already have plans for that, but I don't want to get stuff right now until at least about 22 weeks. So yeah, it's super exciting. I'm going to include a video of me telling my husband, and then the next video that you see will be the gender reveal. We already know, well, we don't know what the gender is, but we have the envelope of what the gender is. We just haven't looked at it. So the next video, no, I'm actually going to do another update video next week. So the video after that is going to be the gender reveal. I'm going to have like a little small gathering with family, and then we're going to figure out what the gender is. So I'm excited for that. And then I have plenty of more videos coming up about the pregnancy. I just want to have something to remember, something to look back on. So yeah, thank y'all for watching, and be sure to subscribe.
See, it's raining out here. You can't see my tears. Candy. Candy is this.
Open it.